What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 221 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year, which lands in about a week and a half or so. Only time will tell, but as I've said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I'm opening up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed, and to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below. Excuse me, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically, in a way it kind of ties with this week's episode. But the question of the day is this: what would you, as I'm scratching my nose, what would you consider to be the best legendary duelist set of all time? Let me know down in the comments below. And for this week's episode, this is gonna be interesting. But I know I've talked about topics similar to this, but I wanted to bring up the idea of a of a legendary duelist set that features cards from the Waking the Dragons arc of the DM anime. And you guys are probably asking yourselves, why would that even happen? I mean, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it happen? I mean, it's the Waking the Dragons arc of the DM anime, probably one of the best arcs in the entire like DM anime, aside from the Battle City tournament. In fact, I believe out of all the cards that were played in the Waking the Dragons arc, we're still missing at least 200 cards at most. And what's very interesting, what's very interesting about this is that again there's still a lot of cards missing from the arc, um including I think cards like um Harpy Lady Sparrow formation. There's the some of the Orichalcos cards, you know, like Kutora, Malevolence. There's also I think attack guidance armor, or sorry, barrier. Sorry, I think attack guidance barrier. Um, poison butterfly. There's still a lot of cards missing, and I feel like this arc is so underrated that it doesn't get, in my opinion, in any way, I feel like it doesn't get enough respect because of the fact that this was by far one of the craziest arcs of the entire DM anime, mostly because of the fact that this was a bad this war that the pharaoh and his friend and his friends were fighting spans back 10,000 years, and at least anime years anyway, but it spans 10,000 years to where the lost city of Atlantis was, you know, was a peaceful place, and then something mysterious happened. And if you guys have seen that arc, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's weird because the Seal of Orichalcos, you would think the card in terms of the meta, like actual current by Yu-Gi-Oh standards, you would think that the seal would actually be good, but it's not, because of the fact that almost every single deck in the format has a reliance on the extra deck, and even if you banished your what you call it, your extra deck cards, and then just brought them back, it's not gonna matter, because those cards will just because the seal will just prevent you from summoning from the extra deck altogether, so it really wouldn't matter. So one thing that dawned on me, excuse me, is again the amount of cards that we're still missing from that arc. We're still missing Orichalcos Kutora, Orichalcos Deuteros, Orichalcos Tridos, attack guidance barrier. We're still missing poison butterfly, which no one knows, right? Like what would happen if Tamias actually fused with poison butterfly? What would happen, right? What would happen? Honestly, no one knows, because apparently Tamias only works with Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, unfortunately, which is kind of sad, because the fusion of Tamias and Poison Butterfly would have been super sick. Like, I couldn't even tell you how sick I think it would be. I know that some of the cards from that arc we did get in Maze of Millennia, was it? Yeah, in Maze of Millennia, which I did a opening on. We did get Kaitop Terra, Hornsaurus, just to name a few. So we're still missing cards like Mirror Knight Calling, Orichalcos Mirror, Um, we're still missing. I know that we do have Orichalco Shuneros, which was released as a jump promo, if I remember correctly, and then it got reprinted in one of the Gold Series sets. Which and then also too we're still missing Valence cards. We're still missing a lot of Alistair's cards. We're still missing pretty much most of most of Dart's cards. There's still a few cards from Raphael that we're still missing. So I feel like if Konami were to release a Legendary Duelist set, I think the name would probably be Legendary Duelist Warriors of the Orichalcos. That right there would be really cool. The name would be super cool, and then the reprints would just be cards that we already have currently from that arc. So cards like Guardian Iatos, Guardian Dread Scythe, the Seal of Orichalcos, Divine Serpent Gay, and then just a bunch of Harpy cards and shit. I honestly feel like that would be probably one of the best things that Konami would do for 2025 is releasing a Legendary Duelist set that features all the cards that were missing from that arc. And again, the name Legendary Duelist Warriors of the Orichalcos. Come on, why not? I mean, that right there seems like a hell of an idea, but it comes down to whether or not the fan base wants to see it. Do they want us do bleh, I can't speak. Again, the question comes down to this. Does the fan base want a Legendary Duelist set that features basically cards from the entire Awaken the Dragons arc? Do they want it? Do they want to see the rest of those cards get printed? Do they want to see Valence cards get printed? Do they want to see the rest of Dart's cards get printed? Raphael's cards, Alistair's cards. Do they want to see it? That right there is the big question. And honestly, I think in my opinion, the answer is yes. And the reason for it, the Guardian deck is more suited to be kind of like a casual deck, a deck that you would see at the playground, at your local playground, and and it's like the moment you see you see someone bring out Guardian Grarl or something like Guardian Yatos, that it's like damn well that's like the best card on the field in Playground Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, as far as the rest of the card, as far as the other cards that we could potentially see, Valence cards 100% could be meta. Like, you really can't deny that Valence armor cards are just absolutely nuts. I mean, literally, they're all equip cards, and they can equip to you, which is funny. Now, as far as whether or not it could fare, how well the deck would fare in the current meta. At this point, it's hard to say. No one really knows. But I will say though, I think Konami is missing out on this, because this type of set could definitely be something that's more suited for the collectors, if you will. But again, it comes down to whether or not the players want it. We know that collectors want to see that happen, but what about the players? Who knows? All we know is that is that is that it's a all we know is that it's a missed opportunity for Konami to it it literally is a missed opportunity for Konami to capitalize on. We know that a few of the cards had finally been released in in sets like Maze of Memories, Maze of Millennia, and you know, and what have you, and even also potentially in the other set, Maze of the Master, I believe it's called, which I am planning to get a box of potentially, which I believe, let's see, go to the collector store website. Maze of Millennia, Maze of the Master will be released in March. So yes, so right now, collector store, big shout outs to them. Here's their Yu-Gi-Oh section. Big shout outs to collector store, which again, if you guys have not checked them out, link and address will be in the description. Right now it's being priced at $70, but with sets like those, it will definitely go up over time. But I think we could potentially see more of the Waking the Dragons cards get released in Maze of the Master, like potentially see backup Gardna, or maybe some of the Orikako's cards, perhaps. Who knows? All I know is that it's a set like that is an opportunity that Konami missed on this year in 2024, but I believe in 2025 it's an opportunity that they need to capitalize on. Because if they don't, there's really no telling what to expect. Because again, we could potentially see these cards get printed in Maze of the Master, or some other set similar to it. Then again, they could be released in a core booster set, for all we know. All I know is that Konami, make it happen. Fans want to see it. So what the hell? And on that note, that will do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.